Hi everyone, happy Money Monday. It is Financial Sharktress Galit Sadiq, and I had to come on here even though I am currently in the car about to go to dinner. But it is my last Monday before I go to Israel. And so it was really important for me to talk about this topic because if you've been watching me for a while, if you follow me, then you know traveling is one of the most important things in my life and something that I never want to miss out on. I value experiences over things. I value time with my loved ones, with my family. I value having adventures with either with by myself or with the people that I love. All of those things last. The feelings from it continue and give you the power and give you the feeling to keep going. Whereas once you buy stuff, that's it. That happy feeling is gone within a week, within 2 weeks. You can't like look back and think about something you bought and have it still spark joy to this day. It's very, very rare that you have times like that. But you have that with trips. You have that with experiences. So I want to tell you how I do these things without going into a bad spot financially. So, one of the first things you've got to remember is I like to stash money away. Okay? So, if you've been following me for a while, you probably already know this. But if not, then this is a great time to hear it. And if you've already heard it, this is an amazing reminder. So, what I like to do is every week I have automatic transfers that go out of my checking account into high interest savings accounts, and they build funds for me. So I have an account. Every account has a different purpose. I have a specific account for travels. It is literally called Travel the World. Like, I stash money there so that when it comes to taking these trips, I'm not taking it out of my checking account. I am taking it out of the money that I have already put and earmarked for that purpose. When I do it like that, I don't have to feel bad about using that money because that is what that money is there for. If you don't already have a big one saved up, there are ways that you can say. First of all, you can start saving now. Nobody says that you have to go on a trip tomorrow. Just the act of planning the trip will give you joy. So you can have your trip go out like a year in advance. This Israel trip has been in my mind for, oh my gosh, now it's like almost going to be 2 years, because last year we were supposed to go in December, and then I think if I remember correctly, like the airports closed down. And so this trip has been on my mind forever. Sometimes there are some trips where I'm just like, you know what? I think about it today and we want to go next month or in 2 months. Those are usually smaller amounts, and that's why I have the fund there, right, for all of those little things. But if you know that you are having a trip coming up, and let's say you give yourself a year to save for it, that is not very difficult. You can put away money. You can put away $5 here, $10 there. I have an automatic transfer that goes $10 a month. That's like $10 a week. That's my minimum, right? Your minimum can be whatever you want it to be. And the biggest way to do something like this is pick the date that you want to go, right? So if it's a year from now, then it's a year from now. I want you to estimate how much money that you need to take that trip. So do the research, find the hotel, find the airfare, give yourself a little bit of cushion, but like write down all the amounts that you're going to need. Think about what you're going to want to spend on food, on transportation, on activities, on adventures when you get there. Think about all of those things, add them up, and then you have the total amount that you need for the trip. Once you have that and your due date of the date you want to have your trip paid by, then you divide. So you can go to any website, you can go to Google and just type in weeks till, and then you how many weeks you have until that date. You have that number. The total you need to spend on that by the number of weeks will give you how much you save. You don't going on vacation. So hope that helps. If you have questions on how to do it. Oh, so on the things that you're going to be utilizing. So take advantage of travel agents, take advantage of deals. If you saw this past time I went to New Orleans, I took advantage of a timeshare deal that I just had to see a presentation, and I ended up getting a 4-night, 5-day hotel stay for $199 total. And then they gave me $100 cash back. So like that is a deal that every time I see it, like I don't miss out on it and I forward it to my friends. So keep a lookout for timeshare deals, keep a lookout, use use travel agents, use whatever you can to make sure that you are spending less on those actual activities. Um, my mother was able to use a timeshare thing to actually get a discount on the activities themselves. Um, Travel agents can get you really good deals on airfare. I booked my travel to Israel through a travel agent, and I actually got flights that were $600 per person cheaper than when I tried to book them myself. So there are deals to be had. You can get deals on hotels, you can get deals on activities, you can shop around. Do not be afraid to shop around. Do not be afraid to use things like Kayak and booking.com, and I love Google Flights. It's one of my favorite places to find cheaper airfare. Um, but take advantage of all of the things, coupons, anything you can get your hands on to make it a less expensive trip. Take advantage of it. If you're using airline miles, that's one of the biggest things that I see a lot of people missing out on. Like, make sure that you've signed up to be like for each of the airlines to into their point system. Number one, it will allow you sometimes faster boarding. And number two, like, you can use those points towards flights. If you've got a credit card that allows you to do a point system towards flight, like if you have a JetBlue card or an American Airlines card, those, or United Airlines, whatever it is that you have or that you like to fly on, think about getting that credit card and booking flights through that. A lot of people in my family do it. I use points to book things. And also, don't be afraid to ask for things. So, I have had situations in which um, something happened on my flight, or it was delayed, or something else, one I got sick and I couldn't use my ticket, and it was sort of a non-refundable ticket. You can call them, and if you get somebody that sympathizes with your situation, you can very likely get that in airline points. You're not going to get a refund, but you can get it in airline points. If you know if you've been following me, maybe you know that I broke my toe a couple of months ago. And for 2 months, I was flying in in a wheelchair, and I had an issue with the wheelchair, and I called up and they gave me a courtesy credit. Like, think about doing those things when there's an actual issue. I am not saying like make people's life a living hell. No. Please don't go Karen on people. But if there is an issue and you are eligible for money back, or eligible for some kind of refund, or eligible for an upgrade, speak up, because closed mouths don't get fed. So, do your research, save up in advance, and if you have any questions, I am here for you. Reach out to me, Financial Sharktress, on all social media, or you can email me at galit@financialsharktress. Either way, I hope you have an amazing Money Monday and that there's lots and lots of travels in your future. Have a good night, sharks. Bye bye.